Welcome or welcome back to Pewdiepie. I'm Zui and I hope you enjoyed today's video. But before we get right into it, I'm obligated to remind you to click either the like or dislike button, commenting something down below, and of course sharing the video so more people can see and enjoy it. This is very important as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. I want you to know that your help is greatly appreciated. If you have any suggestions or ideas for a story, my Discord link is in my link tree that is down in the description, as well as my Patreon and Ko-fi for any donations you may want to send my way. Every cent counts. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was the middle of summer, just mere days before the summer break. Your entire class had come together, or more specifically, 3 friend groups making up about half of your class. For something, your classmate Mina Ashido wanted to turn into a thrice-yearly tradition, meaning this little get-together would from now on always happen the week before any bigger break, until graduation in about 3 years. A colorful group of people was here. Obviously there was Mina, then your best friend Uraraka, and all the other girls. Then there was Bakugo, which surprised you. The explosive blonde rarely participated in group events, so something out of the blue like this seemed uncharacteristic for him. Maybe he was planning something, or he knew more about this get-together than he let on. There was also Shouto, who more or less just bumped into the activity and was promptly welcomed into the group. Denki, Kaminari and Mineta were here too. The 2 pervs invited themselves in and quite frankly, no one really wanted to ruin the mood by aggressively kicking them out. There was Izuku and Eijiro Kirishima. Kirishima being one of the ringleaders here. As it turns out, the get-together was his idea, while Mina's was the activity chosen. Everyone else of Class 1A wasn't invited, or, well, declined the offer. With bated breaths, everyone was sitting around in the big common room of the dorm. Until Mina jumped up with a bottle of pink soda in her hands. She was excited. "I bet you're all wondering why I pulled this together," she said louder than she needed to. All eyes were on her. Honestly, if you were in her shoes right now, you probably would have a small anxiety attack. "As you know," she started, her volume now more manageable, "we have been fighting almost non-stop. First, there was the assault on the USJ, which in hindsight was easy compared to what happened after. I actually call it fun now." An uncomfortable groan went through your classmates. Clearly they cautiously agreed. "And despite you trying with little events and all that to distract from this, what do you call it?" Bakugo scoffed. "Just call it as it is. It's a war." Izuku huffed. "Kak-chan, I think that's a little too far." The blonde shrugged. "Think about it. We're being prepped for battle against people who want to ruin our way of life. That's war, stupid nerd." Mina blinked. Everyone was now a bit taken aback. "Okay," she said. "I'll just get to the point." Immediately she put the bottle of pink soda to her mouth and completed the half-liter of carbonated liquid in under a minute. "Oh, that was hot," muttered Mineta loud enough for everyone to hear. But before anyone could scold him, Mina unleashed a belch even your dad would be proud of. It made everyone chuckle at least. Even Bakugo blushed as he tried to hide his amusement. Mina then slammed the bottle on the table. "Truth or dare, heaven or hell, with Joker!" she shouted, energetically. A confused hum went through the group, until Kirishima stood up. Crossing his arms, he semi-confidently began to explain. "Well, it's simple. The first person spins the bottle and whoever it hits has to say a truth, do a dare, or play 7 minutes in heaven. Everyone has one joker, which can be used by the person spinning to make someone do something. The target has no choice unless the unfortunate target can use their joker to veto, turning it into a regular round again. However, the targeted player then loses their joker, and the spinner keeps theirs. So, shock went through the group as he grabbed the bottle and pointed it directly at Mina. "Mina, what do you wanna do?" She giggled in response. "How about I play it safe and say a truth?" Kirishima then shook his head. Nope. I'm playing my joker. Time for a dare." Then Mina took the bottle and set it back up. "And that's how you play." With a shaking voice, you raised a finger. "Where does the hell part come from?" Mina shrugged. "I mean, do you want to be stuck 7 minutes in a dark closet with this guy?" She pointed at Mineta. "Wait, what did I do now?" he shouted in protest. "Nothing. Yet." The entire group of people went silent as Mina slammed both arms on the table. "Well, who's in?" "You wanted to leave, truth be told. You really didn't like social scenarios like this. They weren't your forte. But then again, your anxiety also didn't allow you to leave unless someone else did." Seconds turned to minutes, until finally Bakugo took hold of the bottle. He set it down and spun it, before leaning back on the sofa. Everyone now stared at him, and then at the bottle. It landed on Denki. The entire time, no one really had the courage to say 7 minutes in heaven. And slowly, due to Denki and Mineta, the girls one by one quit the game. Through a streak of luck, you and Mina were the only ones still in the game, both of you having used your jokers. Luckily, most of the guys had too. The ones remaining were Shouto and Denki. Shouto until now didn't seem to realize how this game really worked, and Mineta, he really was braving through the storm on this. Together, he and Denki. It would be admirable if the two of them weren't such freaks. This game had become quite serious in these past 10 minutes. Even Izuku seemed pumped. "Okay, dwarf," barked Bakugo at Mineta. "Truth or fucking dare?" Mineta thought for a long and hard time. He wanted to impress by doing a dare, but the truth was more safe. "There!" he blurted out. Damn it, he thought. He wanted to say truth. Why did he say dare? "I dare you to run a lap around the dorms. Naked." The goblin blushed. Surely he wouldn't do that, would he? Mineta's eyes twitched. "Are you giving up, Mineta?" asked Mina. I'm thinking. "Can I cover my bath with my bath?" "No." The boy sighed. Fine, I quit." Defeated, he got up from the table and slumped over into the kitchen aisle. "Alright, that was more difficult than I imagined," growled Bakugo. "Who's next?" "Shouto," said Midoriya, who was looking after Mineta. He felt a bit sorry for the little guy. "Me?" asked the aloof space cadet. "Yes, you. Remember when someone checks out, we go clockwise?" "I thought counterclockwise." It was quiet for a moment. "It's counterclockwise from your perspective, Shouto," said Midoriya. "Oh, sorry." He spun the bottle. As always, Shouto put a little too much strength into it, so it took a while for it to calm down. And slowly the bottle's neck began to point at you, but then rolled over a few inches too far. It pointed right between you and Mina. Who is it then, between us?" Mina shrugged. Depends. Do you want to spin next? I'm okay with skipping," she asked you directly. "I guess me then," Shouto's eyes seemed to flare up. Oh, I see. I won't use my joker then. You blushed hard. What? Why? He tilted his head. I'm thinking that since our group has become so small, I might as well use it. Otherwise it would be wasted. Yeah, but... Izuku interjected. You're supposed to wait for her to say what she wants, and then give her a gotcha. Shouto blinked. But that seems so... mean. You looked down at the ground. Well, then let's pretend like you didn't say it. Now that I know you will use it, it's less mean, I think. Well, suit yourself. Truth? You smirked helplessly. Your questions are a bit on the easy side, so I would go with truth. Todoroki just stared. Well then, I'm sorry, but I'm playing my joker. You looked up at him and smiled. Well, what dare you want me to do then? Actually, I was thinking of this 7 minutes in heaven thing. Mina immediately went, ooh! And someone from the girls' table said, Lucky ribbit. You, however, just blushed. Well, look who is shooting his shot, chuckled Kaminari sarcastically. Mineta just sighed and mumbled, should have been me. Confused, Shouto looked around. Why is everyone reacting like this? As he walked over to you. He held out his hand to help you up on your feet. With a blush, you followed his gesture. Once inside the closet, both of you were sitting down as you faced one another. Truthfully, I never played this, so I apologize if I don't understand how this works. You were taken aback. While you yourself never played this, you at least understood how it worked. Wait, are you seriously? Do you seriously don't know? I'm unsure of what truth to ask that hasn't already been asked of you. I feel like any dares would be either too mean or too boring, at least at this point in the game. This seems... This 7 minutes in heavens seems right now to play, especially for a joker. You shrugged. I mean, you're right. Just didn't expect you to feel like that. What does that mean? You blinked in confusion. You seriously don't know how to play 7 minutes in heaven? I thought we just spent 7 minutes in a dark closet and talk or something. I'm not sure what to expect. I'm sorry. Your heart jumped. His innocence was so heckin' cute. You just wanted to give him a hug and a bottle of milk and read him a good night story. He deserved it. Shaking your head, you returned to reality. No, it's a little more than that. Then please elaborate. It seems Mina wants this to become a tradition, and the next time we do this, I would like to make less mistakes, so I'm not that much of a fool. You sighed. 7 minutes in heaven is a kissing game. Mina set this up in the hopes to create a few couples in our class for some cute high school romance stuff. Or drama. Either way, it leads to rumors, and that's what she truly wants. Shouto's eyes widened. Oh. Well, do you want to kiss? You immediately turned into a blushing mess. Why are you so casual about this? He shrugged. I have positive feelings for you. You could hear him smile. And I'd like to know you better. I expected this in combat training, sure, but this is a start too. You leaned back a bit, completely taken off guard. So you do want to make out?
Shouto answered with a shrug. Only if you want, of course. You felt like you were about to melt in embarrassment. Sure, you said after a few seconds of deliberation. No time to waste, right? Both of you leaned forward a bit, your lips just barely touching, but it felt less wrong than you initially thought. After just a few seconds, he retreated. Blinking in confusion, he rubbed over his lips. Huh. Did I do something wrong? No, just... I want more. You were confused. Why did he pull away then? I just want to make sure you are still okay with this. Oh! Now you understood. Well, just let me huddle a bit closer then. You shifted over to Shouto on all fours, kneeling down between his legs. Your faces and warm bodies now incredibly close. I never thought my first kiss would be in a closet like this, he said almost shyly. But it's okay. I like it. Suddenly his hand snaked from your shoulder to your back of your neck. Am I doing this right? He asked carefully. Yes. Please. Keep going. You begged. But he didn't pull you further in. It was as if he was frozen in fear. Fear of what might happen if he was too forceful. It wasn't so much that he was shy. More so, he cared more about your experience than his own. So maybe if you showed a little more courage yourself, he'd follow suit. The two of you gulped at the same time, as now you yourself wrapped your arms around his Both of you gulped at the same time, as now you yourself wrapped your arms around his hip, pulling him closer. And for a passionate moment you held onto one another, before once again crossing lips together. Shouto's heart jumped. Despite feeling guilty pleasure he was getting, he wanted more. But everything had its time, didn't it? This was his first kiss, something special. He should not waste it. And he was so glad to have it with you. Soon the door to the closet opened and the light of the room behind it shined right into your eye for a moment. It was only a mere crack. You could only make out a green eye. Embarrassed, you and Shouto let go of one another. Time is up. That was Izuku. Yeah, you pressed through clenched teeth. You looked at Shouto. Do you wanna go? He blinked, twice, thinking, before saying, actually, Izuku, can we get maybe 2 more minutes? We were talking about something important. The green-haired boy smiled. Oh, do you need my help? Do you remember she had troubles with that mustard guy when we had that training camp? You probably do. I'm just teaching her a breathing technique that will buy her a little bit more time should she ever be in the same situation again. Midoriya nodded. That is very kind of you, Shouto. I'll give you some more time. Before he quietly shut the door behind himself. That was a pretty good lie, you said, impressed. Truthfully, I just want this moment to last just a little bit longer. Now, we're away.